What is going on, guys? My name is Jesse Eby. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'll be dropping weekly content in regards to e-commerce, Shopify dropshipping, and everything online entrepreneurship. I'm dropping all this content for free and not charging you a thing. And in today's video, I'm gonna be going over kind of the mindset that you need to be in when you're doing Shopify product research. There's a lot of tools and hacks that I could go into as well, but for this particular video, I'm gonna cover potential problems that most people run into in the future so that you won't have those problems moving forward. Now, the gurus are charging for this information. I'm giving it away for free. And the subscribers that are having most success with their Shopify stores are the ones that follow my content and watch the videos all the way through. There's dozens of you guys already that have just met me that are starting to have success with their shop. And I'm telling you, it's only the people that are watching my content all the way through and taking notes and taking it seriously. I'm not gonna be feeding you some get rich quick bullshit scheme. So let's go ahead and jump into the content. There's a lot of valuable information here that the gurus are charging for. So get your notebooks out. Let's do this shit. Oh yeah, one last thing I almost forgot to tell you guys. In the middle or the end of this video, I actually have a file that I'm gonna give you guys that has a list of, I think it was 20 some niches that have been successful in the past. And then as a bonus, I actually have links to shops that receive thousands of visitors that are relevant to that exact niche that has had success in the past. So this allows you to really see what other people are having success with and really submerge yourself in successful shops. So you could really see the process that they go through and you could model that and build your own brand and kind of have success of your own. So stay tuned for that. Be patient. Just watch the damn video. All right, let's go. All right. Get your guys' notebooks and pens out because there's going to be a lot of heavy information in here. You need to pay attention and take notes. Now, this video was going to be too long. There's so much that goes into product research. I need to do it in multiple videos. So if you guys want to learn about product research hacks and tools that I use, drop a comment that says Shopify product research in the comment section. So you need to know who the best potential customers are when you're selecting your product and doing your product research. You need to keep this in mind. Now, it's not the case always. It depends on the item, but these are just general rules to kind of get your mind in the right area and kind of get an idea and get all the wheels turning. So as a general rule, women are the best potential customers. Now, this stems back to the evolutionary times. This is primal instinct that stems back when humans were hunting and gathering in the wild. There's actually a study done in 2009 by evolutionary psychologist Daniel Kruger that proved this. Now, in modern society now, at least in Western countries, it's not uncommon for men to be providing financially, which back in hunting and gathering days would be hunting, and for women to be buying things and taking care of the home, which in hunting and gathering times would be gathering. This is not the case always, so just settle down, social justice warriors. But as a general rule, this is something to keep in mind when you're targeting customers and doing product research. You also need to keep in mind the potential best customers by generation. All right, the studies have shown that millennials, Generation Y, which is ages 18 to 34, spend more money online than any other age group. They're averaging $2,000 annually per person. Generation X, which is ages 35 to 44, come close and spend around $1,930 annually. This is all relevant information when you're doing your Shopify product research. Now, baby boomers should not be forgotten about, ages 55 and older, because they are pretty prevalent online now as well. They're beginning to get used to the internet and e-commerce, and they tend to have disposable income. A lot of them are retired, and they're the gift buyers. They're going to be spending a lot of money, so they should not be discounted as potential good customers. As it turns out, 1 in 4 mobile customers are actually in the baby boomers age bracket. 1 in 4, which is actually even with their share of the overall US population. So a lot of baby boomers are online and purchasing. If you followed all my videos about finding Instagram influencers, then you know how to find the influencers that have the specific audience that you're looking for. All right, when you're doing your Shopify product research, you need to avoid niches that are readily available everywhere. Think about it. Why would somebody buy a phone case from you when they're available at the mall or Amazon? The only exception to this would really be if you're doing print on demand and you have some kind of strong brand and you are offering some unique design that only you can provide. When doing your Shopify product research, you need to niche down and solve problems and fulfill passions. You don't need to be the next Harley Davidson Davidson, but you can provide accessories and products to fulfill the passions of Harley Davidson lovers or solve the problems of motorcyclists. I had a subscriber that tried to jump in and compete with the big brands straight ahead too quickly. I'm not going to say what their niche was, but let's just say he was in the motorcycle niche. He was providing products that the motorcyclists only wanted large branded products of. People that are motorcycle enthusiasts are going to have certain products that they only want the name brands of because they trust the quality and they trust the brand. But be forward thinking. What can you offer that the big brands aren't bothering with? There's tons of accessories and fun things motorcyclists would love. Some examples would be covers, bags, lights, decals, and I'll just show you real quick some examples of motorcycle stuff just on AliExpress. Now this is just a example of a niche, and just to give you kind of the mindset of what you need to be thinking about when you're doing your Shopify product research. Now I search motorcycle on AliExpress, and as you can see, there's tons of items that are not branded. Okay, somebody looking for a motorcycle face mask is not going to really care if it's Harley Davidson brand. There's tons of accessories. Motorcycle backpack oil tank bag. Depending on the person, some people might not care. Now, a Harley Davidson person, enthusiast, may want Harley Davidson everything because it's their passion. But depending on your target audience, you could get away with some of these items that are unbranded and actually sell to that niche without competing with the large brand. Now, these are just the best match that came up. Let's look at the orders. When searching orders under the keyword motorcycle, you can see some of the top items that came up. These are items that do not matter if they're a big brand necessarily. And if you were in the motorcycle niche, this might be some beneficial stuff for you to consider. These are just some examples, and you have to dig through and you need to provide some kind of value that the big brands are not providing. The beauty of entrepreneurship is everybody competing to provide value that's not available elsewhere. This is what you need to be doing so you could stand out from the big brands and offer some kind of value that they are not providing people already. I have some valuable tips here that I want to share with you guys in regards to Shopify product research. The products need to have a perceived value. A good example of this is jewelry. If you're in the jewelry niche, you need to be offering some kind of unique value that stands out from the rest of the competition, but even cheap jewelry has a high perceived value. A lot of it is cheap to manufacture. You need to consider a niche within a niche, or also a sub-niche. So for example, if you're in the clothing niche, maybe you offer vintage clothing. If you're in the women's accessories niche, maybe you consider animal-friendly accessories. If you're in the men's wallet and accessories niche, maybe you would consider minimalist accessories. You need to narrow things down and really select a niche inside of a niche to be able to provide unique value that stands out from the competition. The items should be cheap to produce and lightweight. Examples of that are enamel pins, patches, jewelry, I already mentioned. These items are customizable in a lot of cases. They're cheap to produce, they're light and cheap to ship, and they're customizable in a lot of cases. They could have TV shows, popular memes, comics, etc. But you need to be careful of things that require special licensing because you don't want to have any copyright issues. Like I said before, you don't want to forget about the older demographics. They're the ones with the disposable income. They're more comfortable ordering online now, and they're spending money on hobbies, and they're retired. Older generations tend to be into golfing, fishing, etc. Not in every case, of course. Young people enjoy golfing and fishing as well, but a lot of the audience that's going to be golfing and fishing and other certain hobbies like that will be in the older generation. You need to be keeping your eye out for trends so that you could be ahead of the curve. You need to submerge yourself in niche communities so that you can spot up and coming trends before they explode. All right, you need to go a little bit underground when you're doing your Shopify product research. Waiting until you hear about this niche item on national news is probably going to be too late. And I'm going to give you guys some examples of how you could kind of go underground and spot some trends before they explode. You want to look at niche blogs. Listen perhaps on radio stations. Who knows what you'll hear on radio stations, as nobody's really listening to radios anymore. You could find something out before it blows up and becomes trending. Podcasts, other YouTube channels relevant to the niche. The podcast would be relevant to the niche. Niche forums. Forums are kind of old school, but the people that are super passionate about certain niches will belong to forums specifically for that niche. Okay, there's also subreddits. If you don't know what that is, it's a major online forum, and I'll show a screenshot of Reddit right now. All right, there's actually Facebook groups that you could join that are relevant to the specific niches and product research that you're going over. So submerge yourself in these communities so you could spot the trends before they explode. Now, these are some questions you need to ask yourself before you finally decide on the niche. You need to ask yourself, is the product a temporary trend? You could go on Google Trends and look at the historical data to see how popular the product is now and how popular it is in the past. You want to find out if the products are in demand. You want to utilize the vital online tools to determine this. Now, if you want me to go over all the online tools, drop a comment that says Shopify product research, and I'll make a video that addresses strictly all the research hacks and the tools that I know. In regards to Shopify product research, there's so much that goes into it that it has to be multiple videos. That's why I'm making a series. Okay, so are people willing to pay for the product? A good way to check if people are willing to pay for the product is going on AliExpress and checking the orders. You can view by orders and you can see how many orders those particular items have. That's a good way to be able to tell if people are willing to pay for the product, looking if they have orders or not. You need to know if the product is available from a supplier, AliExpress or something similar. You need to know if you could build this niche into a strong brand with a digital following. Can you create YouTube content, Facebook pages? Can you create groups, Instagram, social media pages surrounded around this niche? Because when you have a strong brand around this niche, you're going to be able to sell products a lot easier. You need to know if you're going to be able to sell these products at least a 50% profit margin. You need to have at least a 50% profit margin, so this leaves room to be able to offer big discounts for customers, offers room to take into consideration the shipping costs that you're paying, the ad costs, etc., and still allowing you to have some profit. Okay, in the group, if you're watching this video, the cheat sheet that I released is already available in the group. This cheat sheet is in the files section of the Shopify mentorship group. It's going to show you examples of niches that have been super successful in the past. These are just some great examples to really get your wheels turning and give you an idea of what you need to be looking for. As a bonus, in this cheat sheet, I provided live shops that are actually in the niches that I provided. So you can see live examples. And on each of these shops, for the most part, they have thousands of daily visitors, according to the software that I use. In the description of this video, I will leave a link to the file. If you're a part of the group, you can have access to that. All right, and if you guys want in different videos, I can make entirely different longer videos on product hacks and the vital tools that I use for Shopify product research. All right, I'm not selling you guys anything. I'm not funneling you guys in trying to sell you shit like every other guru asshole out there. And for this movement to succeed, we need my content to be shared, and I need you guys to subscribe. So if you appreciate me not trying to sell you things and you appreciate the content that I'm providing for free, do consider subscribing. Let me know if you have any questions. Drop a like if you liked it. Drop a dislike if you hated this video. And any questions can be left in the comment section. All right, thanks for watching. Peace out.